staff folks are working on getting that notification to parents. We're going to call all of the students to let them know what their time is and to kind of share the procedure with them again on what they need to do when they arrive on campus. We've got the video recording and everything set up. It'll all be professionally recorded and then put together. Folks are working for a whoops. I got getting that volume on my phone there. Sorry. I was watching along to make sure that it was we were streaming. We're streaming live, by the way, so you are streaming. That will be next week and run the 18th, 19th, 20th, and the 21st. And so we've got everything, I believe, ready to go for that. Then we'll have summer school beginning June 1st through the 26th. It will be virtual this year. So the students that have sign up is on our district webpage and our school webpage. Students can sign up, and we will be doing both credit recovery and credit acceleration during those weeks. So kids that have credits that they need to make up will be able to do that and sign up. We will also have a time or list of classes students can sign up to take to get ahead of some things, to get some credits out of the way. So that'll all be done virtually. We'll be, again, contacting those students that have signed up. We'll be issuing Chromebooks to those kids that need those to do those virtually. It will have to be done virtual. We don't have a paper pencil option for that. So students that are participating in summer school will have to participate virtually. I believe that will take us through the end of June, and then we'll start planning for whatever next year is going to look like. I know you've heard a lot of information and some rumors and some not rumors about next school year. I haven't begun thinking about next school year yet because I want to get this school year completed and in the books. But we don't know what it's going to look like. We're waiting on information from KDE. They've asked us to think about options for school, and they've asked to think about, what would it look like if we started early? What would it look like if we started later? What would it look like if we started on time? There've been, talk about alternate days for kids to come, Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday type schedule. There's been talk about starting after Labor Day. I don't know. At this point, I don't know what it's going to look like. So we're just going to kind of wait and see how that all unfolds and where we are at that point in time, and the district, will be making a decision as to how all of that unfolds. So as soon as we know, we'll communicate that information to folks and get that information out there. But that's kind of a wrap up of the year. It's kind of hard to believe we are at the end of the year, and that it's unfortunate that we've ended the way that we've ended, but it is what it is. I hate it for the class of 2020 that their year has kind of been stolen from them, but we're going to work to make it as special as we can and wish them the best, and we're going to move on. As the governor says, we'll get through it. We'll get through it together. So we're going to work on that. So
I think you all have done an outstanding job. Just to butt in, but I really think you guys have done an outstanding job. I really do.
Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. You butt in any time. The next item on our agenda is to approve the personnel report. So I want to give you a personnel update as to kind of where we are with our positions. We had a math, 2 science, a media specialist position, and then we had an assistant principal position as well. So we have conducted interviews on all of those positions, and I would like to recommend to you that Travis Frith be hired in the math position. Any of you that have been around a while know Travis is a Lincoln County boy. His mother is the secretary at Crab Orchard, so he is coming back to us to teach math, and we're excited. I would like to recommend Cole Clark for a science position. He will be teaching biology. And Mistia Deaton to teach science, and she'll be teaching integrated science. She's also a Lincoln Countian. Would like to recommend Danya Baker Yaden. I know her as Yaden. Danya Baker Yaden as our media specialist. She's actually coming to us from the middle school. I believe she's been in the McGuffey building as the librarian, but we're excited to have Danya. And then today we conducted interviews for assistant principal, and I would like to recommend Missy Robbins, who's been our instructional coach, to be hired as our assistant principal. That's all of the personnel recommendations that I have at this time. I will let you know that we do still have a custodian position available, and also a special ed LBD position that is still vacant at this time. So I would like to entertain a motion on accepting that personnel report with my recommendations.
Mr. Gubby,
Yeah.
have we not posted the FCS position?
We have not posted that position as of yet. I'm waiting on a couple things. I've got a couple things that I'm waiting on before I post that position.
I will motion to accept the recommendations.
Okay. I have a motion by Mr. Lewis to accept the personnel report. We have a second.
I'll second.
I heard Heather first. We have a motion and a second on the personnel report. Any questions? Other questions? Do we have consensus to approve? And I'll need a verbal consensus from everybody.
Yes.
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 Okay. I believe I heard from everybody. We have consensus to approve. Since it is a special call meeting, we can only address items that are on the agenda, and those were the items that we had on our agenda. So I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Real quick question, and I think it goes with those kids that are going to be doing summer school. Are they allowed to keep their Chromebook, or do they need to make plans to turn those in and do alternate technology for summer school?
We have asked that everybody turn in their Chromebooks so that we can account for the Chromebooks, and then we're going to reissue those back out to those kids who are taking summer school. So
Gotcha.
We would just like to do an inventory and be able to account for all the Chromebooks, make sure they're all working properly, and then we'll reissue those back out. Ms. Linda Green and Paula Playforth are going to be working directing summer school, so they'll make calls to get those Chromebooks reissued to those students.
Okay.
Okay. I need a motion to adjourn. Quick meeting.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
We have a motion by Lydia. Do we have a second? Was that Mr. Lowe?
Yep.
Okay. Second by Mr. Lowe. And consensus to approve.
Yes.
That means our meeting
Yes.
is adjourned. I appreciate everybody this afternoon being here. Alan, you be careful. It looks like you're driving, so be careful driving.
I'm riding, not driving.
Okay. I did, one thing real quick since we have adjourned. I just want to let you know the teachers are working on their teacher election, and I know I sent information to both Tracy and Heather to work on the parent election. So if you guys would just kind of keep me apprised of that process.
How in the world can we do it this year since we really can't have people in the building to come and vote? Any suggestions on that?
I would do it virtually. Take nominations, possibly.